Hello everyone! What does a visit to Astrologer look like? We just met with great YouTuber Living Grandma and I did his chart reading. Please watch. You have visited some astrologer before, right?
Yeah, I usually if you interested to know who's like my kind of like astrologer usually, or it doesn't really.
It doesn't matter. But you did some reading before. Huh?
Yeah, I have like someone that I regularly go to like once in a few months.
So So you recognize your chart?
Yeah, there are some different things, I guess, because of the alignment of the South Indian nodes. But yeah, it's Saturn in the third.
I will just repeat your date of birth, okay? Because if you know, sometimes computer you click double. This is 12 November 1997, 7:05 a.m. Right? Mm-hmm. All right, that's good. So as you know, we have 12 different houses and we have 12 different zodiac signs, and the houses is telling out about different aspects of our life. And if you don't understand something, you just ask, okay? Sure. And what I love in your chart, what is very like, you know, when I open your chart, I immediately like hit in my eyes is the first house. First and 10th house. Maybe I make bigger screen so you can see better everything. Mm-hmm. So you see the first house is in Libra, we say Tula. There is Sun and Venus here. This is very nice position of the Sun. We call this Bhava Karaka of the first house is Sun. So it means you will have a lot of energy, positive energy and light when you will meet with people. People with Sun in the first house is like the someone who has authority, who has power, who has good. We say good, also good heart, because Sun is the we say Surya Narayan, the one who give the truth. So that's very nice position for you, and because this is Libra, you will love to meet with people, to be with people. That is the sign in natural horoscope. We call this Kala Purusha is 7th house. It shows Libra that you want to go to the world, you want to go out. You are not the person who will just stay at home. And Venus is Karaka, is signification of traveling. So you love traveling. This is nice position.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, and Venus in the first house. I have Venus in first house and I'm traveling a lot. So this is the nice graha which you and the Venus you can see the Libra is the sign which Venus lording. So Venus is very strong in your chart. So general when any graha, any planet is in the first house, it means that this graha is like sitting on your head. It's like this graha is traveling with you. So harmony, beautiful, something what you will be very artistic also person, huh? That's nice. And you see here in the Vedic tradition we have this Atma Karaka. So it means the graha which really show the soul in this life, and is Venus. So Venus means harmony. Means the person who are very diplomatic. Special also this Libra sign. So that's nice. Is I love the sign because it's the zodiac sign which want to be very nice and communicate with other people to bring the balance to life. Yeah, this is the sun which give give music, give the talents. Generally, sun is the graha which give us balance when you dancing. When we're talking about someone want to sing, is the moon. So sun definitely will give you opportunity to play on some instrument. Do you play harmonium or something like that?
Yeah, I play, I was playing violin since I'm 7, 6, and I always play instruments. So I did hear sometimes about my sun in the first house that it's debilitated, it's somewhat not in its best position in a sense. Do you see anything similar?
It's true. Sun is debilitated in Libra, but we call this. But this here is Venus, so it's called Nij Bhanga Yoga. So it means that it means that the Venus lift up your sun. It's helping your sun to grow. Mars definitely will also help. So through your personality, through people, this sun, it will lift up. It is not 100% debilitated.
Okay, it's supported by the auspicious planets, in other words.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Makes sense.
So don't worry about the sun. No problem with the sun. It's give you a lot of light. It's give you a lot of good, let's say good energy which you have. First thing what is really when somebody study astrology, it immediately hit in our eyes that is beautiful position of the Venus and Sun together, special in the first house. Generally, these two graha they don't like each other because Sun start everything. We wake up because of sunrise. And like you mentioned before, you have Rahu in the fourth house who force you somehow to traveling, to go abroad, to meet people. Huh?
Yeah. It's I'm dealing in the last year. I'm dealing with intense feeling of homesickness, but I don't know where is my home, and I sort of learned that maybe that's because of this Rahu in the fourth house. I'm not satisfied with my home arrangement,
Right. And also you are on the Rahu period until when you will be 40, huh?
Yeah. Lots of fun.
Yeah. You see, my wife, she has also Rahu in the fourth house and she's from Roshan. And she left her home when she was 18 or 20, I don't remember exactly, but something like that.
Like her parents' house.
Yeah, so because Rahu in the fourth house indicate that you don't feel comfortable in the place where you stay. Somehow over this the person will go out. He will try to find some other place. We know that Rahu is generally malefic, is Krura Graha. Yeah. It's something what we don't feel comfortable. Not in all places. Some places Rahu are actually all Graha are good. All Graha is just they are minister of God, and we just pay some karma because of Graha. This is the duty of the Graha. We say to give us different experience in our life. So generally it's not good to talking bad about grahas because they are the person, according to Vedic scriptures, they are not just planets which are handed out over there on the sky. They are the person who just has his job, his seva to God.
What I get from you is they appear to be bad, but they here to teach us something, to give us a lesson.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah. Saturn, Rahu, Ketu.
Yes. You see, Ketu is the graha which we call it moksha. We say that Ketu is giving us liberation. You see this Ketu in your chart together with Jupiter?
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. Guru Parampara Yoga.
It goes together. Actually, yeah, interesting.
You see, this is. It means that you belong to spiritual community. You belong to spiritual family. Jupiter is exalted. So according to Parashara Muni, Jupiter is exalted means he is like Vishnu avatar. It's not just Jupiter. It's Vamanadev. It's give you a lot of blessing. And when you count which houses, this is first, this is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th house, right? Wow. This is the house. You see that 4th and 10th house that are opposite to each other, right?
Yeah.
So we say that this 10th house is something what is also in your brain, your thoughts. So you are always thinking to do some spirituality, to preach, to give the knowledge, to learn, to study. Very beautiful yoga. It means that for you, anything what you touch, what you wanted to work, doing something, you are blessed. You see? And here this is something, I don't know if you know Aruda Lagna.
No, this is the first time I see that.
See, first time. Aruda Lagna, it show, this is like the shadow, the mirror of your Lagna, let's say. Through our Aruda Lagna, we will understand how people will see you. You know, if I will meet you first time somewhere, Ramachandra Prabhu on the street or anywhere, this Jupiter and Ketu is so much like showing who you really are. Jupiter and Ketu. Oh, this person belongs to some spiritual organization. This is how people will see you as very spiritual person who has knowledge, who has jnana. It's true?
Yeah, I can connect. Yeah, to that.
This is how people will see you, because this is your 10th house, but it's also your Aruda Lagna. It's very, very good. It is a lot of blessing that you can be very, you can have very high position because of this. Very nice. I'm very happy with this because it's very powerful. You can be very, Ketu is also what? Computers. If you go for social, any social, then you will be, like YouTube, Facebook. You can be very, very popular. Media, yes.
Yeah, that's what I do. YouTube.
And people will be happy, and because this is exalted, it is something what Graha wanted to give you. Actually, is Vishnu avatar. Means that you was very pious also in past life, that you get such a nice Jupiter. So you see, this Jupiter Ketu is here. You will love people. You will love, to have like family. You want to belong to spiritual organization which are like family. But what happened now, when you see the sky, now the Shani, Jupiter, and a few days ago Mars was in Capricorn. So that was, actually there is not like also easy time for you now. It is, you see, you are Rahu Shani period, that's also always tell you something, okay, do slowly, don't rush, learn to be patient.
Yeah, I heard it's like one of the, if not the worst, like most difficult period, sub-period in my Rahu period. Saturn and Rahu. Yeah, so I'm really like struggling in a sense.
You see, do you know the chart Navamsha?
Navamsha.
Yeah.
No.
This is the chart when you can see your all blessings. Mm-hmm. This is the chart when you see, blessing from past life. You can see the marriage here. You can see, through Rasi, this main chart, Rasi and Navamsha, we can see how strong Graha are. what you see here, this is the fruits of your past life. If you know that we have 16 charts for one person in Vedic tradition, we have the
No, I
chart.
haven't heard.
You don't know. We have the chart for past life. We have the chart which telling us about your spiritual life, comfort, parents. This is, for example, D10 chart is telling us about your job. This is D12 when we can read this about you and your parents. This is the chart when we can see your spiritual life, your education, and so on. We have so many charts for one person, 16 charts.
But where would you like to go?
You see, usually when we take the chart, we try to analyze Rasi and Navamsha, minimum.
Okay.
Minimum. Because you see, I can show you the chart of people who has almost similar chart, Rasi, this main chart, but they are completely different people. But when you see Navamsha, which show the potency, your blessings, you can see how much fortune you have in this life. The Navamsha, it will tell you a lot. So when you want to see you, for example, you are now Rahu and Shani, right? Rahu is in the 12th house. It show abroad. It show that you need to also protect your feet. You know, your feet, that the disease can come also through your feet. Try to protect your feet, because this is the house of Vishnu. Huh? So and because Rahu is the house of Vishnu, it is also giving you some confuse what to do in my life. Not exactly, but this is like, okay, I cannot find exactly my space where I supposed to be, this house, this place, leave this place. It is like going and traveling.
Yeah.
I'm totally stuck there in the traveling.
You're like sannyasi, huh?
Yeah, I think I had like this Rahu Saturn started for me like September 2018, and pretty much since then
Yeah.
I got kicked from the temple and started traveling, and
Yeah. It brings you little stress this time, But don't worry about this. It's, if you want, I can also give you some remedy, some mantra for chanting if you need it, to little pacify this energy, You see, the Shani, the Saturn is in the 3rd house. This is also the house of your communication, your talking, and Shani in the 3rd house required to learn actually to be patient. This Shani is and Shani is very strong, because when you can see the Saturn is in Sagittarius, and also in Navamsha here on the left corner, Shani is also in Sagittarius. It means that this Graha is very strong. It will have huge impact on your life.
you mean when I go through these time periods when I'm in Shani, it will be very important time for me to learn, to grow.
Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
And this also give you that you want to be response person. You want to to do good. It's Shani. It's also, it means that this Graha will always associate with you. But that's strong Shani means that you will work very hard. Also, you wanted to give your heart. You wanna the thing is that you will be the one who want to be sure that everything is done. It's good. Shani, strong Shani. We need all Graha actually, huh? We need in life all Graha. It's not that. So that's, and look, this Mercury, like for example, 2nd house from Sun, it show what are you supposed to offer to the world. And Mercury means that you need to give some knowledge. Mercury is speech. Mercury is communication. So this is what you need to communicate with people. Give some knowledge. Mercury is also in the Scorpio sign. You're a very, very emotions person. You have good heart. Very sensitive person. Your chart, it shows that you're very spiritual person, very the one who has very high ideals. You will working, you will give your heart, but you need a lot of harmony. Also, you need some, we can say, love, exchanging nice emotions between you and your. Say again?
And I need a wife. Maybe that's what you see there.
There you see Libra in Venus in the first house, and there Navamsha is the chart of. This is the chart of marriage, and Mars and Venus together. It means that you need wife. You need to be with someone. You don't have chart of Brahmachari, to be honest.
I know that. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. That's what the first thing my astrologer told me. Like, he looked at me because I was still wearing saffron for the first time that I met him a few years ago, and he looked at me like, "You're a Brahmachari?" No. Libra rising with Venus. It's I heard it's not a Brahmachari combination.
Yeah. But you see, Mars, Lord of the 7th house, Mars is in the 8th house. So you also you will be attractive. You will like, strong, nice, beautiful woman in your, and that's okay. That's everyone looking for nice, beautiful, someone who can also serve you, give you nice food. This is the house of Taurus. And your wife is here, so she can very much take care of you. Of course, this is Lord of the 7th house in 8. It generally say that the wife can be sick. There can be some disease, but I will not worry so much. It can be some problem with throat. Generally the woman has problem with the thyroid or something. So,
I'm kind of like curious about that point, because it's not that I'm looking for a wife. Like, I feel kind of content, but the thing is, like, since I changed to white, women, they do come along my path and they want to join me, and I'm just I don't know, like, who should I pick, and according to what like I should judge if it's a woman that I can actually serve Krishna together and my spiritual master and things like that. And I thought maybe to ask you for like an advice, like what kind of, like, maybe, because I never actually looked into the Navamsha, and you mentioned that the house of the wife is there, and how to ascertain who's the wife really.
Yeah. You see, the main thing is that you will be always attractive as the Prabhu, okay, to other women. You have this Venus, Sun, Libra. It is like you imagine your Lagna. It's like you enter to the room, to the place, and it's like Venus came. Everyone happy. You give a lot light. It's very blissful. It's very romantic in somehow. The woman can feel the energy. Very nice. But you see, when we wanted to. Definitely you need spiritual wife. This is Lord of the 7th house. This is also Libra, Venus in the 3rd house with Mars. So it means that you need some wife when you can also some traveling, preaching. This is the 3rd house. It is something what you need to do some project together with her. It's not that the person who will just sit at home and maybe iron your kurta. It is someone.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah, it's someone when you can do together, work together. Preaching together, make some program together. Because Mars in this chart, Navamsha, it's you, and Venus, it is her. It means that it's good to do some project together. Like for example, I do astrology, my wife, she's doing Ayurveda, she's doing yoga. So somehow we always, we're going for some retreat. we doing together, like on the festival of Indradumna Maharaj Lakshmi Narasimha festival. I have my tent, she has her tent, and somehow we always together. And you have very nice chart to do it. Yeah, if you have one time more free time, then we can go more deep in your chart, and then we can see Navamsha. We can see the chart of your past life. If you was born in these planets, maybe high planets, maybe you was somewhere down to preach. There is also possible to see. Then
Sure.
because
Yeah,
it help you a lot for. Like, for example, when you do compatibility, when you will meet the one which really would like to be, it's to see Navamsha. It's good to see, compatibility is very important, but it's also personal karma of you. Huh? You carry your karma, the wife carry her karma. So to see how this karma will union together. Because I saw, its compatibility is good to have, nice. But also we need to see how much blessing you have in your chart and how much blessing for marriage as the another person.
And that's in the Navamsha.
That's Navamsha. It definitely will help us to understand more deep. More deep your marriage. Definitely, Rasi, it showed that you will be very interesting to have the person who are not just sitting at home. That person who has a lot of energy, nice character, who like also traveling, be very active. This is Mars. That's okay. There is no problem.
Makes sense.
And is there any significance to her first house, let's say, or things like that will fit with my first house, or it doesn't really matters now to get into that?
It is important, when is her lagna, what is the lord of her lagna, because it will impact also your life.
Yeah.
So actually compatibility is not only sun and moon. Huh? Like we did in Vedic tradition, there is the most important, we always take the moon, but in Kali Yuga it doesn't work now.
Yeah.
It's not just, there was the time you are Brahman, she's Vaishya, okay, marry. It doesn't work in this time. We need something more, something what is more union you. So we need also see your lagna, her lagna, the planets how is in your chart. It is benefit. It is we call this Tatkalika Sambandha. It shows the graha which are temporary, have some relationship. That sometimes it's coming to our relationship can be good, but after some times it's bad, and can be opposite, or can be something what they can grow always together and have nice harmony and love relationship. So we need to see everything. We need to see where is Venus, when is Rahu, Shani. General rule is if your partner have lagna in Sagittarius, that can be problem in your life. It is like you see your Shani is here, huh? Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
So we say if the partner has also lagna here, then your Shani, it is like walking with her all the time. It is like on her head. It means that she can experience also a lot of suffering in her life.
So I need someone from the same nature, active and has her own maybe, or not her own, but preaching or some service, active service, that she's not stuck at home and keeps me stuck with her.
Yeah. It will be really that you have good chart, you have good heart, and definitely you can meet a nice person which you can relate and. So you see, I will say because you are Rahu period, you just need, you need in your life now little also. Try to understand what you want to do in your life, to make also is good time to also to study now, to make you more high quality, to something what you can preaching, everyone can preaching, but it's good to get some profession, to think what I really can do in my life. This is because fourth house is the house also of education.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm going through now. I expanded my communication skills and ability to like mentor people or coach people. I signed to this like coaching program now too.
You will be very good teacher. You will be very good who can give knowledge, guide people, to be good mentor. So if you can study these kinds, you will be very happy and satisfied, and people will love you. People will nice to have your association, and you can give a lot light, a lot of positive energy to others, influence. You're a very influencer person, huh?
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, makes sense.
Really, really good. And also you see you born in Sunday. And Sunday is controlling by sun. So it shows how much energy also you will spread, how much energy you will have. And the sun is in the first house, and Lord of the first house is in the first house. Generally we say, if the Lord of the first house, there is the Lagna, is in the first house, focus on yourself, be famous, promote yourself, and you will be happy and satisfied. You see, here is Libra, right? And we know that the Lord of this Libra is Venus. And Venus is in the first house. So it is, and Venus, it shows you. And this Venus is not going here, there, any houses. It's in the first house. So Parashara, he say, focus on yourself, make yourself famous, promote yourself. Traveling, Venus means traveling. Venus is also guru, become like teacher, promote, whatever you want to promote. This is Jupiter in the 10th house, give knowledge to the people.
One thing I was wondering, because you mentioned I was born on Sunday, but I'm pretty sure I was born on Monday.
Yeah, okay. You see, like in your chart, there is of course another day, but there was not still sunrise. Sunrise 7:18. If you will born 8 o'clock or 7:20, then it will be Monday. Yes.
Because I always thought, I'm a moon, and that's why I'm like so emotional. And I mean, there are probably other things.
You emotional because of Mercury in water sign, in Scorpio sign. This is giving your emotions. With good chart, but like I said, little difficult time. I will say, like personal. We don't need to even post this what we're talking now, because sometimes astrology means also some, he can post it some on video, some nice thing. But between me and you, I will say, so Sankirtan, don't put this on, cut this. I will say that there is little difficult time for you, because this Rahu Shani, when you also see this, is 212. This is not the best distance. It means that you can feel little separation. People can hurt you now. People can be very sometimes rude even to you.
Some enemy.
Yes, yeah. So not easy time, I will say to you. If you wish, I can give you some remedy for it. Okay. Jai Ramachandra.
Thank you so much for.
Alright. If you have some question. If you want, keep in touch. I will be very happy if I can help. If you would like to have consultation with me, please visit my website astromatura.com, and definitely I will contact with you.